folks, it's now time that we talk technology a bit because our world is fastly advancing. No matter what we do, technology is making up for what humans have been doing. Like now, you can use your Tip Me mobile app and withdraw from your account and send money and buy airtime, buy LEC, saving time and energy. What you would have done to stand on a very long queue and be arguing with people who came first, who came second, and all of that. And at the end of the day, you don't get your money and you come home disappointed. So I have the guys from Rhotel Innovation House. This is their second appearance on the show. I have Davidson here with me. Good morning to you, Davidson. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good.
All right. And I also have Tanu Jala. Tanu, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm very well. Thank you.
All right. So it's the second time back in the house here. It's good to have you guys once we're talking, technology, what we need to do to advance our country. So Davidson,
Yeah.
from the last time you were here, I want you to introduce yourself again. We've got a lot of new folks watching and tell us a bit about Rhotel Innovation House as well.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to come over here and talk about what we're doing in Liberia. So my name is Davidson, and I am the CEO for Rhotel Innovation House. So at Rhotel Innovation House, so Rhotel is like a hub, like a technology hub, where young people and old tech lovers can discover themselves, acquire skills that they need to change their societies and change themselves, and also have the opportunity to build anything using technology, using all platforms in technology. So we also do not just build the capacities of this youth, we also create an opportunity where they can also get jobs and earn income through freelancing and all the different platforms that are there for them to excel and make money for themselves.
Okay. And I'm guessing Tanu here is also one of the beneficiaries of Rhotel, if not one of the staff. So Tanu, you want to introduce yourself to us as well? And what do you do at Rhotel?
Fine. Thank you very much. So my name is Tanu Jala, and I am a junior now transitioning into an advanced programmer through Rhotel Innovation House. And through Rhotel, I was able to come from no experience. Now I can program and code in Python and Java. And now what you'll hear about later, we're transitioning into HTML and website development. So very happy to be here.
Okay. So you said you entered Rhotel virtually green, with
Very.
little or no tech knowledge. And now you're a junior student institution here in Liberia.
Okay, thank you very much. So the beauty and benefit of Rhotel is the hands-on training. I will say I did have computer knowledge before I got to Rhotel, meaning I knew how to turn it on, what it can do. But at Rhotel, I learned how to do something called programming or coding, which is where you create websites, you can create applications, you create software that can do things. For example, you walk into a restaurant and you want to know their menu, you want to place your order. No need to talk to a hostess. You just open your phone, the app is right there. You can order, you can modify your food, and this is something that I can create.
Okay.
This is something that I was not able to create before. Or some kind of game, the snake game. I think everyone knows the snake game.
Yeah. That's it. Finish our batteries in this place.
That's right. That snake game that you see there, I have every single knowledge on how to build it on any platform for you to enjoy, and I can modify it in any way I want to so that it can be different from what you're used to. And that's something that I've learned through Rhotel.
All right. When you modify your snake game, please make sure that when the tail touches the head, the snake doesn't die. That thing is to kill us like that. Yeah. But it's interesting. I see Davidson shaking his head and all of that. But the last time you were in the studio here, Davidson, you had two young Liberians with you as well. And I remember them talking about innovative apps they wanted to create and all of that. And I'm hearing Tanu here talking about, he can create an app that deals away with the normal human interaction that you have with a hostess or a waitress. You can just modify your food. That restaurant, whoever is at their decks will get your order and it gets to you and all of that. What does that tell you and the importance of technology?
Yeah, I mean, last time when we were here, I was telling you that Liberians, I think it's about time, they need to prioritize acquiring tech knowledge, because the world is now moving towards tech. And if you take 9 years from now, Liberia is never going to be the same, right? This country is never going to be the same. there will be new opportunities, there will be new jobs, and there will also be new requirement because technology right now is what leading the way, right? So that's the reason why we're very happy that we've been able in a very short period of time been able to build the capacities of some young Liberians who are now waiting for the job market, and also who can use technology to create things that can make stuff work. For example, those kids that I brought with me last time,
Yeah.
and I hope to bring more, so they can tell their stories to Liberians. They are now experts in their different capacity, right? They are working on different apps and different applications that is going to help put this country on a right trajectory, to progress. And I'm very happy that we are part of that progress, and we're also part of what is about to happen in Liberia when it comes to technology. So I think it's a pleasure, really, and there are still more to come. You just hear Jala talked about the snake game. Well, that's just a peek of some of the things that we are working on, right? And what really made Rhotel different is the Handson that Jala spoke about.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that as well, because most of the time you go to these computer learning institutions, they waste your time on a lot of I can call unnecessary things, because
True.
technology is more about practical work
Yeah.
and all of that. They keep you in the classroom teaching you a whole lot of unnecessary stuff, and at the end of the day you lose interest in that particular thing. You want to be coding, you want to be creative as well.
That's
Yeah, you were about to say that. So what makes Rhotel so different?
Great. Because of the hands-on, right? Everything we do at Rhotel is practical. All right. So for example, you want to do a simple HTML coding, right? I should be speaking English to you. I should be writing the thing on the screen so you can see how the syntax and all the attributes and elements work together to make a unique web page, right? And when you look at a lot of websites that I'm not really blaming anyone or trying to criticize anyone right now, okay? But when you check the websites that are in the country at the moment, they're all mess because they are omitting those standards, those web development standards that can and modern standards that can beautify your websites and be able to tell your stories to your clients, right? That's what we are teaching or sharing with our people at Rhotel Innovation House. So when you come to Rhotel Innovation House, you're not only going to learn about web development, but you're going to learn about the job market, all right? These best standards, the technical aspects of creating a unique websites that your client can be very proud of, and I can also tell their stories in a very unique way. That's for example. And there's also web application, right? Or mobile application, right? Right now, Liberia in general, right? Don't have a better understanding of what tech is about at the moment.
Yeah, we're still getting there.
They don't even use, a lot of them don't even use it. Like Jala just spoke about the applications that you can use to order for food when you get to a restaurant, right? They're still not here yet, right?
That's right.
That's one thing that you all need to begin to think about. This country is going to move to a stage where all the conventional things that we're used to, it's not going to be working anymore, right? And this is what we are preparing these young Liberians and including you for, if you can come over and be a part of us. And that's what makes us important. And that's what makes all the things that we are doing very unique at the moment.
Okay, so I'll get back to you, Davison. Let me get back to Mr. Jala here. You a student.
Yes.
At Rhotel, a junior student, meaning you spend a lot of time there for now. And what's different about the atmosphere? I'm used to seeing computer schools with 1, 2, 3, 4 computers on the decks and all of that. But how is the learning environment and the space like for you that might encourage others to go there and say, look, this is where I want to be. I heard Davison talking about electronic board and all of that. Give us a gist of your learning environment there at Rhotel.
Great. So the beauty of Rhotel, again, is the fact that Davison mentioned that it's a hub. You can come to Rhotel either with your computer, some people have machines already, or not. You will get every single tool necessary, all the software, all the tech that you need to build something. You come with your vision, you come with your dream, and Rhotel has those things in place for you to just plug in and start going. There are no textbooks. You go to a university or school, you see textbooks. You get these lesson plans that are, read, define, and things like that. It's not that way. When you get something like Davison mentioned, syntax, when you hear that word, it's not just a concept. You're looking at it. It just means, the language and how it's structured, but you see it. It's not just abstract. And there at Rhotel, you get to put your hands on the machine. You get to feel exactly what you're learning. And that's different from universities, because I've been to actually a lot of universities here in Liberia. If I haven't attended it, I've actually went there just to either audit or look and see. So I can tell you for sure, it's an environment that will encourage you to learn if you have the desire to become a programmer or developer.
Okay. So Davidson, is back to you. We'll be doing it back forth
Sure,
like
sure,
that.
sure.
You are an administrator, and I remember our last conversation like yesterday.
Yeah.
When you were here, and you talked about not just tutors or instructors being based in Liberia, that you've got tutors and instructors in the UK and other parts of the world using technology again, impacting knowledge to your students there. How is that an advantage that you have outside tutors, contributing to your students' development here in Liberia?
Well, thank you very much. In fact, I want to be very grateful to you for actually reminding me about that as part of one of the key components of Rhotel innovation program in Liberia. So right now, we're not just having these people in Canada, in the UK, and in the US, helping to impart knowledge to our people, but we are also now connecting with other hubs around the world. Okay, so we are now connected with Microsoft, with Oracle, with Java, with Python, and with some big data science group that are around the world that are willing to share their experience and knowledge with anyone that just asks them, right? So this puts us, in a very wonderful position where we can be able not just learn, but also experience from, professionals, big guys in the game, that are always there just in case you're kind of like stuck in one of the projects that you're working on and you don't have a way out, right? So these guys are only going to be there to help you. It's not just going to be Davidson, Jala, Samuel, or Shannon, or Lua, but you're going to be having access to a lot of people that are not in Liberia here, and they're also going to share with you how to work in other countries around the world. One of the things that we want to do is to open this country to the world, right? Because a lot of things is kind of like at a standstill. Nothing is working very well at the moment, right? Because people are not gravitating, they're not embracing the importance of technology, right? So Rhotel want to break that yoke, want to be able to open up the eyes of young Liberians to the world so they get to see what's happening in other country or in other part of the world when it comes to technology, and contextualize it in Liberia to make life more better. Right, so this is really the our priority at the moment, and that's what makes us important.
All right. So I've been listening keenly, as always, and you're talking about us utilizing technology. Jala said he can create an app that will tell you you put in your order and all of those things. And mind you, people want to come to Liberia. They want to check on hotels, they want to check on lifts, they want to check on cars and all of those things. If you have an app that someone can just look at and say, okay, this app is called Visit Liberia, and you say, okay, this is the hotel I want to book, this is the taxi or the cab that I want to use, and all of those things, connecting you with the proprietors and owners right there and then. You've done what you have to do,
right?
And you've limited the time you would have spent on a lot of other things, and you've gotten the end product.
Right.
Why we need to move to technology? Even with LEC, I can create an app that when LEC going, you can know. I'm just kidding.
Possible.
Sure.
Yeah. Y'all should please create an LEC app.
Do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can somehow get something
that's a
stable.
possibility.
Yeah, in this country when it comes to electricity. But let's go back to Rhotel.
Yeah.
You have programs coming up.
Yeah.
But let's firstly talk about enrollment.
Yeah.
When is enrollment open? When is registration opened? Jala, tell us more about when people can register. I'm hearing good things, and a lot of people hearing good things, and they're wondering, when can I enroll? So you tell us when registration begins. What are the criteria to get registered? When do you begin classes? And a bit of duration as well, so that we can all have a feel of inside Rhotel a bit.
Great. So actually, I think we're here at a really great time. Thank you so much for that, because enrollment is happening now. Enrollment is going on now. You all are welcome to find us. Cheeseman and 14th Street, where you can come in and check out the program. We're currently starting classes on web development, HTML, JavaScript, CSS. Those are programming language that you would get to know. It's how you build these beautiful websites that Davidson has been speaking about. It allows you to create beautiful, abstract, and unique things that will allow your organization, your business, maybe your market. You want to become part of the next generation of entrepreneurs, and you're going to need a website to do that. And now you can enroll in the development course to be a part of that new coming change.
All right. So you say registration is now opened. I can go to Rhotel. The location again, because I'm interested. People are interested in learning, and if you notice the Liberian trend now, we're not just Facebooking too much, but many of the young people are interested in technology, in how it works, and there's this community, the tech people community, that promotes a lot of innovation. Once this person makes this phone to go off at a certain time using an app, another person will want it to go off and come on and even sing for you. You know, so there's this competitiveness about that. So Jala again, where is Rhotel located?
Great.
I want to just make my way. Don't make me lost.
No. I'll show you a way. So no problem. We're at 14th Street and Cheeseman Avenue. So if you're coming from ELWA side, you'll get to 14th Street and branch inland. You branch inward, go down about 2 blocks or 2 avenues and make the left. You see Cheeseman Avenue. We're right there in the Firestone building before you get to JJ Roberts. So we're easy to find. If you're coming from in town, you will come to 14th Street and you make that left. Same thing, you go down the 2 blocks, you see Cheeseman Avenue, you make a left again, and you can find Rhotel right there. One thing I didn't mention is that these programs are 4 months programs. So that's with no experience. You come in, you get all the information, all the learning, all the hands-on that you need, and come out able to build a website, a platform that you can use to market yourself, your business, your entity, and go forward.
All right. But aside the normal academics as well, the 4 months, is there any other seminar program that probably I'm busy, I'm working, or I've already got computer knowledge, you know, but I want to brush up and I want to be more of an expert? Davidson, is there anything upcoming that professionals, people can get advanced degrees in just by subscribing to Rhotel?
Sure. Well, just before I touch that, just in case you can't really physically look at where we are, you can call on this number 0777 36 46 47, 0777 36 46 47, and 0886 132 775 to find your way. Right, you call these numbers and you'll be given directions to come to to be able to find Rhotel. And just in case you say you don't have you have voice data on your phone, but you have data to browse, you can visit Rhotel websites at just rhotel.org. It's as simple as that.
How do you spell that Rhotel? Because how do you spell that Rhotel? Because I might spell it a different way.
Right. So it's ROHOTEL.org. That is arrow as in rat, H as in hot or hat, O as in orange, T as in telephone or toad, E as in elephant again, and L as in Liberia, right? .org, right? You heat it up, you'll be able to, you can correspond with us right there. Okay, so we've got proliferations of programs at the moment, right? So we won't beat our chest that we the only tech hub in Liberia right now that is trying to help the Liberian people. So any problems that you have in technology, just come over to us, all right? Call on those numbers, hit us on those on our social media platforms, and then we'll be able to listen to you and and tell you how you can be able to find your way. Now, let me quickly talk this also, Diamond, now that we're here. Earlier on, I was talking about websites building and application building or API building or stuff like this. There are so many companies and so many organizations right now in Liberia, even government entities or agencies that do not have websites or would have got websites
they're dormant.
Right.
Go there, the last time it was updated was 5 years ago.
Right. So Rhotel is here, right? Perhaps you don't have the expertise to get that done, right? Come to us. We can help manage your website or your web page or any of your social media platform. We can sign some sort of understanding with you to keep your confidentiality, or make sure that everything is within normal best practice. All right. And you don't really have to leave Liberia right now to go look for people to come build website for you, or build a data structure for you, or build an API for you. You've got your Liberian brothers right now. Okay, we have over 39 Liberians that can do the work. And the good news of empowering or of patronizing these young Liberians is it will boost economy, right? Because the money you give to them will stay right here. It's not going to leave Liberia to go to, say, maybe Kenya or Ghana or Nigeria, for example, or the US or UK, right? And you can also have assets to them just in case the system need to be maintained or need to be restructured or reconfigure or something. You can always get them to be able to talk to them. So that's the reason why we keep talking about you coming to Rhotel, engage us, right? So we can help you. We can help profile your business, help profile your organizations, and help profile your company, because that's the only way right now in this pandemic era. Everything is going on, go visual, right? Everything is going online, right? You need to be able to talk to your people. You need to reach out to people online. And the only way to do that is either you have a website or you have a web page or you have some sort of API that you can be able to use to connect with your people. This Rhotel can help you do, right? You have your workers and you want to build your capacities in, say, for example, ethical hacking, right? You're afraid people going to hack your platform.
Is that the white hacking?
Well, that's what they call ethical hacking. It's like you don't harm.
They have black, white, and gray. Gray is in the middle, and black is and white is there. Yeah. So we asked that question: Why are you calling it white hacking? Why the black one should be the bad one?
Well, that's the thing, right? So everything bad is not like black. But anyway, we don't really categorize it that way. Okay. So we just we know that there is ethical hacking and there's just ordinary hacking, right? Ethical hackers are those that follow rules, those that follow best practice and not hurt people or steal from people, right? So say, for example, you want to prevent your organizations from the other type of hacking that is no ethical hacking. Rhotel, you can approach Rhotel. We can conduct some sort of seminars and training for your people. You have knowledge about Java, you have knowledge about stuff like this. You maybe have BSc, you have masters or PhDs in there, but you still want to brush up a little bit because knowledge never ends, right? Mm. So Rhotel, you hit us up. We can help restructure you. Like, for example, we're having an advanced Java program, JavaScript classes coming up next week. You can take opportunity, right? Let some of those elements, some of those doc types, some of those there are a lot of codes that you have in JavaScript. All the libraries like jQuery, React.js, Node.js, Next.js, all this wonderful 3.js, all right? You're doing graphic work and you're tired using CorelDRAW and Photoshop. There's now 3.js that you can use to create a wonderful, wonderful graphics. Rhotel is just there, man. Just come to, we'll help you achieve that goal.
Okay. All right. So we're about to open the phone lines, but before we do, I've got a question to ask as well. You're talking about the use of technology, and we're cutting across not just Liberia, but the rest of the world. Is there a possibility that someone who's not Monrovia based, can form part of these classes and acquire all of the skills? Likewise, someone who's right in Liberia and can attend physically. Either of you can answer that question. Is there a possibility that I can virtually attend and acquire all my knowledge and skills from Rhotel within the months stipulated for each course? Jala.
Absolutely. So what I want to start with is saying that we've been focusing on building the Liberian capacity. Okay. Definitely, we want to put Liberia on the map. We want to enhance the country and the digital footprint that we have here now, because that's the way the world is going. However, we are online. Davidson gave our social media. He gave the website, and people can plug in for those that are maybe
people can
connect. You can connect to us. Go to the website and talk to us. I'm interested in learning programming, Java, whatsoever it is, and we can structure ourselves to be online for you to learn exactly what you need. You don't have to sit down in our hub to get this information. But we want to encourage all the Liberians, young Liberians, and even expert Liberians to come in, plug or connect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring that thing
And
back
connect to
also.
us. So yes, the answer is yes. You can absolutely come online, reach out to us. We have courses already that are online. You know, everything is Zoom. You can go Facebook Live. You can go WhatsApp. So there are a lot of ways that we are putting this information out, and people are welcome to join us.
They say you can ship the tree when it's young.
Yes.
You can trim it when it's old. You can even ship it when it's old.
Mhm.
People say you can ship it, but you can ship it if you really want to.
Mhm.
But I'm
Mhm.
interested. You said the last time, I don't forget to.
Mhm.
You said even your 3-year-old or 3-year-old kid can
yes.
code
Sure.
and learn.
Sure.
So what's the age range that I can take my child and say, look, I want you to have the tech brains, go learn how to be creative. Back then we're buying Lego bricks for our children to
That's
play
right.
with. Now we're buying tabs and all
That's
those
it.
things and stuff like that. And I want my child to be interested in technology. Is that opening for the younger age groups to come in Rhotel? If so, what's the youngest age range you can take at Rhotel?
So no problem. I can start. I think you've already answered this question unknowing to yourself. You say you're buying your youth tablets
That will
and
buy
phones.
now.
That's it.
Mm.
So as long as they can hold this tablet or phone in their hand and start to press, we have programs that they can use to learn the ABC, the 1, 2, 3, the SO. So actually, Samuel, I think you spoke with Samuel. He was here before.
Yeah,
He already
yeah.
created an app that does the SO so with the Liberian accent, SO
Oh.
Giogo, so your young person can take that and start to learn these things already, and they can even learn how to create it because we've already made this kind of program for them. So that's the age, probably like 3, 4, 5, like that and up. There's no age limit. As long as you see that potential, give them the opportunity to learn. They're
Yeah.
welcome to come.
Davidson, you want to add something to that before we go to the phone lines? And probably our listeners have got questions they want to ask. I'm interested as well.
Yeah.
Picking them tablet they need too much, so I can
Right.
ship it.
Well, so I mean, one of my friends back then in the UK told me that, I mean, when you give light to the children, they shine brighter and
Mhm.
heal the world and give light to the world. So, and I think it is much more. I mean, if we look at it from the child developmental perspective, at 3 years old, at 4 years old, a child knowledge is complete. Is the formation of the brains and everything is complete, right? I mean, Jala can throw more light on that later, right? So we believe that at this stage, when you give them everything that they need, there's nothing too much for a kid, all right? Right? You would know that they. I mean, if they're not working or not, you know,
Mhm.
all right? And it's not just giving them tablets or putting these movies, these songs that they like to sing or something. That's not just it, right? There are programs. They can learn Java programming, right? They can learn to build communities. They can learn, because when they start at that level, the knowledge, I mean, they become problem solvers. They begin to think about, they use the that's what we in programming, that's what we call conditional flow, right? You know what I mean? If this is not working, try this. Else, go this or do that, right? So all these are things they will learn at that level once you expose them to technology, right?
Uh-huh.
And not just watching movies anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be watching Kill or Being and Tina will come and ship you to go learn.
Right.
So any other thing you guys want to touch on quickly before we go to the phone lines? I bet people have got 1 or 2 questions
Right.
to ask you. And yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, openly to Liberian youth that are listening to us right now, okay? First, I need you to be very grateful to Spoon FM, right, for making you to hear this right now. And also, I mean, I'm not saying you should be grateful to us because we are going to always be there to help you, right? If you are in any school or in the universities or any institutions, all right, and you're learning and you're doing technology and you're not getting the result that you need to get
out of that school now.
Rhotel is your space, all right? I'm not saying you should get out of the
No, but
school.
why you wanted to be attending the 2 schools at the same time? It's not be confusing.
Okay, well, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you can create a
You also
package.
listen nicely.
You know what I mean? You can create,
Come to us.
you can create a system where you can be able to benefit yourself. The goal for all programmers and developers is to learn and be able to give out to the community, right? There are a lot of opportunities right there. There are now so many companies that are employing web developers, graphic designers, programmers right now online, right? Rhotel have access to these people, right? We've connected our people to them. Some of them, knowledge has not become deepened enough yet to grab this opportunity. But if you are a senior programmer and you live in Liberia here, you don't have job, come to Rhotel. We can connect you to these people and you can get job. You can become a freelance developer, a freelance programmer. You can just change yourself and change your country, right? And a lot of people say, well, they're developers. but they've not been able to develop anything yet, right? So at Rhotel, we teach you how to create app, right? How to contextualize app based on your current situation, right? Like right now, Liberia is faced with drainage problems, with bad water problems, electricity theft problems. All this, there are a lot of problems that we can use technology to solve, right? If you have a React.js knowledge, you have a Nest.js knowledge, you have a TypeScript knowledge, come to us. We'll help sharpen you and give you the things that you need to be able to create things that can help Liberia. Okay, you can also tap into the space of some of our learners. Okay, we know there's a boy called Steven right now in our space that's he's built a drone already. He built a drone for low scratch.
Building a drone that can fly.
They can fly,
Oh,
right?
okay, nice.
Even Jala over there, right?
Building drone do.
And builds a blender, right? A blender from just bottles, plastic bottles, right? A cooking stove from
Soda
just
can.
you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of things to do in this country, man. So don't waste your time, right? Just come through and begin to innovate. We'll just be there to support you to achieve your goals.
Okay, so you've listened to Davidson and to Jala as well. And Rhotel is located on 14th Street, Cheeseman Avenue. Before leaving, they'll read out their numbers again and their social media handles. Testimony Ebony Doga is asking the same question I did ask you, if this is worldwide, if you can be across the globe and you subscribe. And they've answered that yes. Once you follow them on social media, they can create your own classroom time. You can learn and be tutored like the rest that are physically being taught here in Liberia as well. All right. So 0777-1075, 0555-101075. Those are the numbers to call quickly if you've got a question or two to ask either Davidson or to ask Jala here in the studio about how you can form part of the next circle. It's 4 months per course, and you get your qualification. You continue on if you want to get more advanced knowledge.
Right.
And it's open 4 months now. You can go and do your registration, whether you are green to technology or not. They're practical based. They teach you what you need to know, and you become a professional. You have their own space. Plus, they can do outsourcing. So if you've got your company, you need to have a great website, you need an application built for you, and all of those things, you can contact Rhotel as well. They outsource your contract for you, build your website, host it for you, monitor it, and do everything that needs to be done to make sure that you've got a working interactive website as well. Depending on what you want, they build to your specs. Well, they've understood all of what you said, Davidson, and you guys will just hang around a bit. We'll end the show together. And we're about to go for our radio segment quickly. Let's see if Rhotel can bring the technological app that will answer these questions as well.
All right.
Folks, so this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. The guys on Rhotel, before leaving the studio, they'll give out their numbers and again give you a full description as to how you can get there, direction as to how you can get there. All right, so let me put your name up. People wanting to see how they can connect with you on Facebook. So let's do
On
that
Twitter.
right now on Twitter as well. So it's RHOTEL, right?
So on Twitter is Innovation.
Okay.
Innovation HSE. Innovation
Okay.
House.
Just a bit. Which one is the Facebook handle? Let me put that up first.
The Facebook handle is Rhotel Innovation House.
RHOTEL. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Facebook.
Right.
And,
the same thing for Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Okay.
On Twitter is at Innovation House. House is HSE abbreviation.
Okay. So on Twitter and Insta, it is Rhotel Innovation Hub, right?
Yes. Yeah. Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Your technology opinion, yeah. Okay. Good. And what again? And on Twitter, it's
on Twitter is at Innovation.
Mm-hmm.
Innovation House is HSE. It's abbreviation. Okay. Yeah, Innovation House.
Twitter is at
Innovation House.
INNOHSE, right?
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, Innovation House. Yeah.
All right. So these are your handles and your numbers too. Let me just add the numbers right there.
077.
Yeah.
36.
36.
46.
46.
47.
47.
0770
0770
070
070
060.
060. Good. So there you have it. So all those wanting the information, read. You can go through it from right with what I've posted there.
Great. So again, registration is going on now for various programs, but we are focusing on the web development and application development. You can find us at Chaseman and 14th Street. Davidson will give you the numbers. Feel free to come and plug in. You can be a professional or you can be with no experience. So long as you have some understanding of the computer, come and join Rhotel Innovation House.
Okay, Jefferson.
Right. The world is moving, right? The world of technology is moving like a train. If you are a tech lover, if you want to become innovator, you need to jump on board, right? It's not going to come to you at your house. You got to fight for it. You got to run along with it, right? Rhotel Innovation House is making life better in Liberia here. It's making all technology lovers to smile. So if you don't want that same smile on your face, then stay home. But if you want it, please come over at the space and book your space, all right, or book your spot. You can call us on 0777 36 46 47 and 0886 132 775. We'll give you directions to our spot and we can talk to you and give you more update on how to become a member and how to take your tech experience to the next level.